Ayo, a shaking bacon. Hello, how's it going? Remember me? I'm sorry I haven't posted on this channel in so long. So, first of all, I was trying to say so long, but then I realized that I have my headphones on and do I look like a gamer to you? Well, I probably did it first, actually. I'll have you all know I played Minecraft once. Or twice. Sorry I haven't been on this channel in so long. Unfortunately, I have been really busy having the absolute worst time of my life. I'm joking. That's dramatic because I'm actually having like the most transformative and exciting time of my life all at the same time. It's a really weird moment for me. I'm just going through a lot all at once. Both good and bad, and I'm just kind of taking each day as it comes. So my personal channel has unfortunately been neglected during this time, but look, Mama's back! Mama's home! I'm ready to fill you guys in on everything that's had me up and down lately and answer your questions. I asked for topics over on my Instagram story, so thank you if you sent one of those in. I love you guys the most. I'm joking, I love all my children. But follow me on Instagram and you might get an extra Christmas present, I don't know. Anyway, where should I begin on the updates? I'll start with the good news, shall I? Career-wise, everything is going probably better than it's ever been. Everything is so exciting for me at the moment. I just launched my talent management company, Moth Management. Myself and my own in-house manager, Nick Butler, have, oh my God, my cat's climbing up all the equipment. The cats are in London, guys. Say hi to Booga. She's very stressed because I caught her in a sneaky act. But anyway, as I was saying, me and my own in-house manager, Nick Butler, have co-founded a talent management company together because honestly, if no one can get the job done right, bloody do it yourself, is what we've learned. Myself and so many of my creator friends have had such shit experiences with management companies in the past. It's literally so rare to find a creator who is fully happy and feels fully supported by their team, which is insane, actually. I was like, why is that? And then I clocked that 95% of managers have never actually been a creator themselves. So fundamentally, I just think they don't get it. Like, they don't know how to treat a creator well because they've never been in that position. I know how it feels to be clueless about this industry, but hopeful and excited and wanting to work so hard to grab this opportunity with both hands. I'm sure most creators can relate to that. It's very sweet, but it's a very vulnerable position to be in, especially when it comes to signing contracts and deals and promising things legally and monetarily. Most creators are young as well. It's their first time ever signing big deals. And I've seen creator friends be taken advantage of in egregious ways, myself included. It's so vital that these big decisions and contracts are negotiated and agreed and signed with the creator's best interest at heart. Your management need to be willing to fight tooth and nail for your corner. And I had never actually had that before until I started working with Nick. And I was like, wait, first of all, this is revolutionary. Second of all, can we share this? We need to give this to other people as well. So I wanted to create the team that I felt was missing from the industry. So welcome to the stage, Moth Management. Creator-led, creator-first management / production house hybrid. That's right, we're producers as well. Well, I say we, that's definitely more Nick's side of things. Nick has worked for companies like Vogue and GQ. She has a production background, she knows her shit. And what we've realized from working in-house together for 2 years is that creators are really missing out on production help. That's what's missing in traditional management models. I'm basically just really excited and really passionate about this new venture, and I wanted to officially introduce you to Moth, my baby. I wanted to give her a bit of a moment in this video. We have a fabulous roster of creators already. At the moment, it stands at myself and Outlaw Podcast. We have Jack Edwards, famously the king of book. Jordan Teresa, feminist video essayist extraordinaire. We have Rosie Okocha. If you don't know her, get to know. She's a fashion historian and makes the most interesting fashion girly content that I've ever seen. She's big into sustainability too. And there's a couple more creators joining us in the coming weeks. We're not quite ready to announce them just yet, but if you're interested in keeping up with the Moth journey, you can follow us on Instagram at moth.mgmt. I'm just so excited, and I'm excited that I get to kind of like sit here and talk about it. Am I glowing? I feel like I'm glowing. My next life update is that I smell absolutely delicious right now, and I want to thank our good friends over at Wild for sponsoring this video. Surely you're familiar with them by now, but just in case you have been living under a rock, Wild is one of the most fabulous, environmentally conscious, sustainable beauty brands I have ever come across. You might be familiar with their stick deodorants. Hold on, I literally have one right here. I've been talking about them for years. I've been using them for years. They are free of aluminium salts and parabens. They're made with 95% natural ingredients. Always a classic. Like I say, I've been raving about them for years. They're vegan, completely cruelty-free. They smell amazing. They're so nourishing. Oh, everything. They tick all my boxes, apart from the fact that I am much more of a roll-on deodorant girl than I am a stick deodorant girl. But hey, that's not that big of a deal to me. I've been able to use this for years, but lately they have recently rolled out a roll-on version. I'm so excited. Sorry, I just screamed. The roll-ons have all of the usual Wild features that we know and love. It's plastic-free, it's nourishing to skin, it comes in a whole array of delicious scents, and we'll get to those in a minute. But of course, it all goes in my beautiful, adorable little refillable container that holds the compostable refills. Here is one I made earlier. Well, I didn't make it, but you know what I mean. When you've reached the end of your refill, you just open up your case, you switch it out, slot your new one back in, and it's literally that easy. It's like changing your phone case. As for scents, well, since I'm transitioning into a new era of my life, we're gonna talk much more about that throughout this video, but since I am in a new chapter, I wanted a new scent. I recently finished up the Fresh Cotton and Sea Salt, which is actually still inside here. But I just finished my Fresh Cotton and Sea Salt, and it was a lovely, lovely, like fresh, clean scent, which are usually some of my favorites. But now I'm on Honey and Cactus Flower. Seriously, this is delicious. It's like, it's very gourmand. Like, I think someone's gonna wanna eat me wearing this. And maybe I'll let them. Having such indulgent scents though, like a gourmand, it seriously makes my everyday routine feel like a pamper routine. It's self-care, gang. So if you're a roll-on girly, I highly recommend making the switch from your old brand to Wild. So far, they have saved 1.6 million pounds of single-use plastic from landfill as well, which is just another reason to make that switch. So if you want to get your hands on some of Wild's products, they are very kindly giving you guys 20% off of all Wild products or off of your first subscription when you use my code EleanorNealeTeam. It's for a limited time only, so grab it while you still can by scanning the QR code on screen, or you can click the link down below in the description and make sure you're using my code EleanorNealeTeam. Thanks again to Wild for sponsoring this video. Now back to my life updates. What else has been going on for me? I mean, I should probably update you on my vagina. Well, like more accurately, my cervix. I don't think I've actually spoken about this on YouTube yet, but if you follow me over on Instagram, you're probably up to date. Basically, I'm 26 now, so that means I've had, what, 2 smear tests? And I've also had 2 biopsies, and the results came back that I have precancerous cells on my cervix. It's a little bit scary, I'm not gonna lie, but it's probably not as scary as it sounds because there are treatments to remove the precancerous cells. It's called the Let's procedure. And just before I keep talking about this, I want to disclaim that I am not giving any form of medical advice. I'm literally a fucking idiot. Don't listen to me. Call your doctor. Go see a professional. But anyway, all that being said, I'm still gonna yap. Basically, what I was told by the nurse is that the Let's procedure basically removes a layer of your cervix with the affected cells. It treats it, it removes them. But there's no saying that you won't develop those same cells again in the future. It's not preventative, it just gets rid of what you have right now. Now, if you do get more cells again in the future, you can have the Let's procedure again to remove them. But every time you have this procedure done, you're losing more and more of your cervix that doesn't grow back. And eventually, after maybe 3 or 4 Let's procedures, you will have practically run out of cervix, and so then you're looking at a hysterectomy, a full removal. Now, I think there's a possibility that I want to have kids like in my early to mid 30s. I'm only 26 right now, so if I was to have 3 Let's procedures, if I was to keep growing these cells back, well, touch fucking wood, this isn't the case by the way, but I am just catastrophizing for the sake of explanation. If I was to keep getting these cells and keep getting a Let's procedure, I could be all out of cervix by the time I want kids. There's also the fact that after each Let's procedure, it could affect future childbirth as well. There's likely to be more risks and more complications the more cervix you've had removed. All this to say, I'm only 26 right now. Only 26, guys. Oh, by the way, your body can heal these precancerous cells on its own. Some people don't require the treatment at all because their immune system just fights the cells and it fixes it. But apparently my immune system is shot. Of course it is. I have had these cells for like a year now. It's the second biopsy that's come back, and that's at the point where they, suggest the procedure because it's like clearly your body's not healing itself quick enough. You still have these cells. Right now, where I'm at is that I almost went to go and get the procedure a few months ago, and I went and sat down in the hospital with this doctor lady, and she was like, you're fully aware of what this procedure is, right? And I went, well, not really. I've watched a couple of TikToks and they say it kind of hurts. And she was like, okay, well, I don't mean about like how the procedure feels. She's like, what that means for your foofy. And so she sat and explained everything that I just explained to you. And she was like, look, darling, you are young. You are 26. Your body could still heal itself. And because your cells aren't getting worse, I wouldn't be in a rush to lob them off and give yourself, future childbirthing problems or one Let's procedure down. What if I need more in the future? So basically, I agreed with this doctor that the best course of action for me personally would be to hold off on the procedure to see if my body can heal herself first. Like I said, though, I'm literally the last person to take medical advice from. I'm just saying what I believe to be true based on my experiences. Oh my God, my cats are fucking jumping everywhere. They're really stressing me out living in London right now because this place has not been cat proofed for a year. And now they're just jumping everywhere all over like my glasses and shit. Just to finish my disclaimer, everyone is different. Everyone's vagina is different. Go see your own doctor. Don't listen to Ellie Neale on the internet, all right? But all this to say, please do not chicken out on your smear tests or your biopsies or even your Let's procedures if your doctor does advise that it is the right decision for you. It's so important to be aware of what your body is doing. Like, I could have had these precancerous cells for a longer time than I'm aware of because you only start getting smear tests at 25. So I don't know, it's a scary world out there. It's a scary world down there, you know what I mean? Anyways, I'm gonna answer some of your questions from Instagram now because I realize I have just been yapping about things that no one actually even asked about so far. Someone asked how the cats are. Obviously, they're in London with me right now. You've already seen Pluto. I'm gonna try and find Saturn for you. I feel bad because I did disturb her for this, but she's so cute, aren't you? Said, shut the fuck up, mom. You're embarrassing me in front of my friends. She's like doing the Thriller dance. She always wants to be touching my face, even when she's not like actively trying to push me away. Like sometimes, like, look, what did you see? See that? Show me your beautiful, beautiful eyes. Oh, there's my girl. Look at your friends over there. She's like, well, Mum, that's a camera. Are you dumb? Oh my God. So I went to go and find Pluto. You know what all that noise is that I've been like distracted by and being like, what are the cats up to? She had fallen in my linen basket and was like a little bit stuck. So fabulous. And there's my Googie girl. My Googie, my big teddy bear, my baby bear. Oh, be free. She is crazy, but she is free. Oh, fa. That's why you're seeing angel numbers all the time. You're always on that damn phone. Okay, someone asked what my favorite song on Man's Best Friend is. Oh my God, I'm obsessed with that album right now. I think my favorite is My Man on Willpower. House Tour as well, obviously. And When Did You Get Hot? Obviously. When will you drop a makeup tutorial? Well, you know what? I've actually been planning to do like a makeup routine. What? Look at my hair. I look bald. I'm planning to do like a whole makeup routine and a hair routine. Also, well, this is not a good advertisement for it right now, is it? What's going on there? I'm gonna do a whole makeup and hair routine because I always get questions about like what products I use, what techniques I use, how I do my hair, what products I use again. So I think if I just make a video and I show you my whole makeup routine, maybe even skincare routine as well, and hair care routine, then I can just like point you in the direction of said video. So coming soon, hey. Are you reading at the moment? Well, I'm not gonna lie, I've been flopping a little bit lately since summer. Obviously I've had a lot on, moving houses and such, but I read the Housemaid series by Frida McFadden over summer and I'm obsessed. I made my mum read the blue one and the red one. To be honest, I love Frida McFadden. I've listened to quite a few of her books on like audiobook version. And I just think she's a really good storyteller. She's really good at coming up with like complex characters and situations and plot twists that I never would have seen coming, you know what I mean? I was so inspired reading her books that I actually sat on holiday and drafted up a rough outline of my own psychological thriller novel. I've wanted to write for so long. I've wanted to write a book literally for like years, and I'm finally getting my spark back and my motivation back. It's really exciting. What is your dream concert? Girl, Ariana! I currently don't have tickets, but you bet your ass I'm gonna manifest. I'm gonna find one. I'm gonna figure it out. I will be at the Eternal Sunshine Tour. I'm gonna manifest it. Just like magic. Just like magic, never snap it, yeah. But aside from Ariana, I also have tickets to see Bob Dylan in a couple of months' time, and I'm so excited for that. Like, he is just one of the icons of my life. Honestly, I've heard that he's a little bit shit live these days, but that's fine. I'm literally mostly paying just to be in the same room as my legend. Oh, on the topic of music, a few of you have been asking for like song recommendations. Let me go and have a look at what your girl's listening to at the moment. Oh my God, I'm re-obsessed with Sleep Token. I made some new friends like last week. Oh, in fact, I'll talk about them a little bit later because there's a question that kind of relates. One of them is like obsessed with Sleep Token and has gotten me back obsessed with Sleep Token. I love Cat, but more specifically, I am so excited for the John Cooper Clarke version of He's My Man. It's not out currently as I'm recording this. Hopefully it'll be out by the time this video goes live, because I love the original so much, but John Cooper Clarke's voice in it now just adds this other level of like dark gothicness. Like, oh, I'm obsessed. It's delicious. My friend Grace Davies has a song called Hotel Delilah, which has been my own personal song of the summer. And also, if you haven't heard Super Love Me, but you like ABBA, don't walk, run to Spotify. Grace Davies' newest album is fabulous. I've also been obsessed with Somba's new album. What's it called? I barely know her. Somba? I barely know her. Jade from Little Mix's new solo album. What is it? Soul Showbiz Baby or something like that? I love Jade. She's such a sweet little darling, isn't she? She looks like a little Bratz doll, and I want to eat her. Like she's wearing the Gourmand deodorant. What's your death row meal? Okay. Well, listen carefully, because if you get any of it wrong, then you're going on death penalty instead. I think it'd be a very Asian meal. I've realized that Asian is my cuisine. I would have seared salmon nigiri. Oh my God, the miso black cod from Ivy Asia. Well, yes. Just take me to the Ivy Asia. If you're gonna kill me, if you're gonna put me down like a sick dog, take me to the Ivy Asia. To drink, I would have a crisp glass of Prosecco. Nothing like a little tipple before the electric chair. Oh, I want a packet of Frazzles. Oh, I love bacon rasher crisps. And a Kit Kat chunky for dessert. There's barely any nutrients in any of that, but I'm dying anyway, innit? How do you balance your work life and your personal life? Well, I'm not very good at that. Historically, I've been even worse at it. These days, I'm kind of realizing that I've just got to do it my own fucking way, because the traditional like, oh, you need to cut off your hours at 5 or 6 p.m. and don't even think or look at work doesn't really work for me, actually. What I'm about to say is probably a little bit controversial because, well, someone else said it before me and they got virally hated on, so please don't do that to me. Let me tell you, this is the only time I've ever been on a wavelength with the Brewdog CEO. Do you remember when he said, it's not about work-life balance, it's about work-life integration? And everyone was like, you fucking robot, you soulless, evil capitalist. Well, yes, but I do think he's got a point there. I work a lot better and I enjoy my job so much more when it laces in with my life and my fun. If I'm on the way to go and meet some friends, I will take my laptop and do a little bit of work in the back of the car or on the train on the way there or something. I'll plan in a coffee date with one of my friends so that we can go and work at the cafe together, hang out, catch up, and get shit done. Friends who make moves together, stay together, etc, etc. That's not to say that all of your hangouts should have work laced into it, but doing it frequently is a good way to keep work feeling fresh and exciting and like less of a chore. If you do it simultaneously alongside something that you already want to do, it's just habit stacking, isn't it, really, when you think about it? It's like, you know, when people are like, oh, okay, I really want to listen to this new podcast that I love, but I'm only going to let myself do it if I go for a walk at the same time to get out of the house. That's kind of me with work. Like, especially if it's a boring task, if it's like emails or admin or like accountant stuff. No offense to my accountant, he's great. But if I really have to like force myself to do something, doing it alongside my friends or alongside something else I'm really enjoying is the best way to make me do that. I work work really well on holiday, actually, which I wouldn't recommend. Please do enjoy your holiday separately from work. I do have most of my days on holiday, actually, I spent completely off, but I kind of like being productive, like by the pool or something. There's something very like cunty about it, you know what I mean? I do have to acknowledge that I am in a very privileged position to be able to do that, you know, working from home, deciding my own hours. It means that I can interweave my work and my pleasure in a way that works for me, but truly, it's about trial and error and seeing what feels good for you, because I have a lot of creative friends who are actually so strict with their work hours versus their off hours. They get everything done between like 9 to 5, 9 to 6, and then you're not allowed to talk about work with them in the evenings. You're not allowed to text them a work question or anything because their evening is their chill time. They're switched off and they thrive like that. But I find that kind of all or nothing thing quite stressful, which is why I like to just pace my work throughout the day in between the other stuff that I have to do or other stuff that I want to do. And for me, that feels most enjoyable. Any new tattoos? I need to stop screaming. Why am I screaming in this video? Well, yes, that's a stim that I have developed recently, thanks to Lexi Marie. Oh, yes. I actually have 3 more since we last spoke, since I did my updated tattoo tour. 2 of these tattoos I actually got at the Moth Management launch party. We had a literal tattoo artist there. I know, aren't we just the coolest company ever? Her name is Rhiannon. She's Bristol based, so hit her up. Her @ is on screen right now. She's amazing. She's so gentle. She's so fun and friendly. And the tattoos are beautiful. So I got 222 on my wrist here because, like I said, I'm going through a lot at the moment. I'm going through a transformative time and I've seen 222. What's that bruise? Yeah, no, I've been going through a lot of shit, but I've been seeing this everywhere, so I thought, fuck it. I also got this little olive branch and I actually got it matching with my mum and my sister. How cute. They came to the launch to celebrate with me. It's kind of been a little conversation between us for a few years of like, oh, maybe we should get like a matching tattoo, but we never knew what we wanted. And then I literally hired this girl to come and sit and tattoo everyone for a few hours. So my mum was like, well, fine. And it's really cute because it's got 3 olives on it. One for me, one for my mum, and one for my sister. And the 3rd tattoo is my most recent one. This one has a backstory behind it. You know, I mentioned that we made some new friends the other week. It's the most batshit insane thing we've ever done. Long story short, me, Adam, and Jake all went to visit Brighton for a few days, and we ended up in the club on the first night. Famously, I like to make friends on nights out. Adam hates this about me because I'll just like wander off. I'll be in the smoking area, or I'll go like dance with someone on the dance floor, and then I'll take them back to come and dance with my mates, and Adam's like, who the fuck is this? But on this occasion, I made mates with this group of lads in the club, and Adam actually liked them, thank God. So we spent the rest of the night with them, and we all got on so well that we made a group chat together and proceeded to meet up every single day after that. Every day that me, Adam, and Jake were in town, we met up with these guys, right? And we had planned to do this like little trip to Brighton, just us 3, and probably meeting up with like some of our Brighton friends here and there, Lexi and whoever else. But we just spent it like on a friendship crash course with these fucking 3 random guys, right? At one point, one of them called it a friendship bender. That's so accurate. We went on a friendship bender. I do feel the need to clarify that like they're normal. We didn't just like bring them back to the house like a stray dog. Although we kind of did. Do as I say, not as I do. Don't do that. All this to say, we got on with these guys so well, and like they know everything about me now. They know all my deepest, darkest secrets, everything that I've been going through lately. And then on the very last day that we were all in Brighton, we all went to get tattoos together with this group of guys that we met 72 hours ago. And this is mine. How cute is she? With the red stars as well. Adorable. I really need to go over this. What? Oh wait, I literally had my boob resting on the microphone. My cherry blossoms faded is what I was saying. Yeah, I got this little star because Brighton, and I'm saying it's a starfish. Yes. It's probably not, but I'm saying it's a starfish. That's a little introduction to my new friends. Maybe I've put photos of them in the video actually. Anyways, next question. Okay. Maybe I should acknowledge the elephant in the room. I did mention that I visited Brighton, so you've probably already guessed that I don't live there currently. I will again soon, just not right now. But hey, the internet has already kind of guessed because I wear my heart on my sleeve and on my Instagram story. But yeah, me and Jack are no longer together. It's been a little while at this point since we made that decision. I have moved back out to my London place for the time being, but I am actually officially house hunting in Brighton. I'm gonna move in with my best friend Sam, who, funnily enough, is also going through a breakup right now. So that's gonna be one cheery household. No, but I'm really excited to live with a friend. I've never lived with a friend before. I moved out of my family home up north to move down to London and live alone. And then I moved in with Jack last year. So I've never actually just like lived with a mate. And this feels like a really exciting new chapter for me. I mean, don't get me wrong, it is such a bittersweet ending to the last chapter. Like, Jack and I had a really great 3 years together, but people simply just grow apart sometimes and realize that they need different things or that they have different plans for the future. And we just essentially realized that we're on different paths, and that's okay. It's sad, but it's okay. But I am really excited for my new chapter. I'm really excited to gain some independence and build my own community in Brighton without just being like Jack Manifold's girlfriend, you know? At this stage of things, because it's been a little while of processing, like, I'm feeling really positive now. Like, I've been living alone for a little bit here in London, and I am rediscovering who I am without the influence of a partner. Like, my sleeping schedule has gone back to normal. I'm way more productive. I'm seeing my friends more and I'm connecting with them on a deeper level than I feel like I ever have. I'm rediscovering all the old hobbies that I used to have that I just kind of forgotten about. I'm not sure what the hell happened for me to have lost all of that when I was in a relationship, but my point is, nature is healing, bitch. And I don't want all of this to sound backhanded to Jack, since I truly did have a wonderful 3 years with him, and I don't blame him for myself changing in that relationship, but it's just taught me that next time around I need to hold on to myself and my own identity and my own lifestyle and my own structure more, and not lose myself in the way that someone else lives their life. I've learned a lot about myself in the past month or two, and to quote Ariana Grande, I'm stronger than I think. Compared to my first ever relationship breakdown, where I felt like my life was over and I might as well just die, my first ever big, hello darling, my first ever big breakup, but this one's very different. These days, I show up for myself more than I ever have done, and even though a breakup is an inherently very lonely time, I haven't actually felt that like really painful, sharp loneliness in the same way, because I feel so much more happy and comfortable in my own company than I ever have. But I also have to give a huge fucking shout out to my friends, man. They have been so incredibly amazing and supportive through all of this. Like, I could get emotional thinking about it. Adam came down to stay with me for like 2 weeks straight. Lexi, Jordan, Sam, like all my besties have really, really had my back in a way that, like, I don't think I could have even imagined it, that it would have been this. Bittersweet is such a word to use for it, because all of my friends have rallied, they have gathered, they have come around to support me and love me. I'm so grateful. I'm just so grateful for kind of how the last chapter of my life has transitioned into this one. I try to live my life with no regrets and just see life as just a constant, you know, on to the next thing, on to the next thing, on to the next chapter, the next era. I'm not saying that like on to the next boy, you know what I mean? But like, I'm ready for my single era now. I'm ready for my independent era. I'm ready to, yeah, like keep rediscovering who I am without a partner. But hey, onwards and upwards. Taylor Swift got engaged at 34. It's fine, we've got plenty of time. Oh, and another silver lining is that I actually made the best breakup playlist of all time. It's probably some of my best work. I'll link it down below for you if you need it. I mean, hopefully you don't. If you do, I'm really sorry that you're going through that, darling, but obviously, clearly you're not on your own. It's not a sad breakup songs playlist. It's way more empowering. I don't do sad breakup songs. Well, I did in the first maybe week or two, but that's not sustainable. Then you need your eternal sunshine that's like, boy, bye. In conclusion, I'm grateful for the experiences and the time that Jack and I shared together, and I'd be really appreciative if all of you could continue to support us on our separate journeys going forward now. Anyways, should we do some daft questions to lift the vibes? Anyone want me to rap, lighten the mood a bit? Where's my phone? My cat sat on it. Whee! There she is. There's my girl. Oh. Oh, she's like matching my top. What's your go-to breakfast? Well, if I'm in London, it's a Joe and the Juice. I get a turkey sandwich. I take off the tomatoes. I add spinach. Sometimes I'll even add serrano as well if I'm really hungry, if I'm being a greedy girl. And I'll get a vanilla oat matcha. If I'm in Brighton, however, different chain, I go to the Trading Post. If you know, you know, it's fucking brilliant. I get the oat Nutella latte and a sausage roll with Marmite in it. Ha! Someone said, have your cats been a good support? These bitches literally could not give less of a fuck what mum is going through right now. My childhood cat, Pepper, was so intuitive and so affectionate that like when I was a teenager, if she heard me crying from the other side of the house, you would hear like her running across the whole entire house to get to me, to find me and cuddle me. These girls will see me crying and fucking bite my ankles, like kick me while I'm down. They are only young though. I feel like the like cuddliness and like super affection comes with age when it comes to cats. Right now, Saturn and Pluto are there for me in a very Aquarius way. They'll just like come and sit next to me on the sofa and they're like, hey mom, you okay? What advice would you give to your younger self? Whoa. Well, on the theme of today's video, I would say to nurture your independence and your relationship with yourself above everything else. That is the most important thing in the whole entire world, because realistically, the only person that is constant in your whole entire life is yourself. That relationship is the core of how you do all other relationships. If you treat yourself like shit, or if you dismiss your own emotions, or if like however you treat yourself is probably how you're going to be treating other people. If you're mean to yourself, if you're self-deprecating, if you're this, if you're that, like, I don't know, it shines outwardly as well. You should want to fix it and improve that for yourself. But I don't know, sometimes that's not enough of a motivation. It's like, oh, I don't care if it's just for myself. But think about it in the way of like, how are you going to be able to show up for your friends or for your romantic partner if you can't show up for yourself? Another piece of advice though, to my younger self or to any person ever, I would say just fucking do it. Whatever it is for you. We only get one life, and I spent way too long not doing certain things because I was worried that I would make a knob out of myself or whatever. But life goes on. People forget. Like, people are so caught up in their own lives that even if you do look like a knob, it's so short-lived for everyone else. You're the only person that thinks back at things that happened years ago and you're like, oh my God, that was so embarrassing. Everyone else forgets, but you have now done that thing. You know what I mean? To be fair, a lot of you have asked like what I do for self-care. This feels like a good time to talk about it. So my advice actually, ever since I heard this, it's kind of like revolutionized my life. And that is that whatever your love language is, so for me personally, I'm big on physical touch and quality time. So that is the way that I like to show up for myself when it comes to self-care. So for me, physical touch and quality time looks like having a nice warm bath. It's quality time with myself and a book, or like just like thinking, just with my thoughts. And the warm water feels like a full body hug. And sometimes if I'm like on the go, don't itch your tattoo, Ellie. If I'm on the go, or if I just like don't have time to get in the fucking bath, just washing your hands with like nice warm water and a nice smelling soap, like it just, I don't know, it just does something for me. It feeds my soul. I also like to sit and paint. I just like put my favorite songs on, or a podcast, or like a TV show or something, and I'll just sit there and paint. Like, I love doing things that are just for myself. Like, they don't benefit anyone else. I'm not doing anything for anyone else. I'm painting for myself because I want to. Because I just fucking wanna. Self-care for me also looks like being so strict on my boundaries. This is something that took me way too long to learn, and I had specifically business partners like trample all over my boundaries because I wasn't strict enough. And you know what? That's not on me that they were shit, but I feel like I could have been a little bit more solid in my boundaries. And these days, I really am, because think about what happens when you let someone trample over your boundaries. Cat just jumped on the table, so sorry if it wibble-wobbled. Think about what that's signaling to your brain if you let people trample over your boundaries and do whatever they want, despite you having spoken that out loud to them and said, this is how I would like to be treated. First of all, they're shit and horrible. That's a big fat red flag. Second of all, it signals to your own brain that you don't give a fuck about yourself and your own boundaries. You care more about that person getting what they want than you care about your own rules inside. I mean, it all kind of comes down to self-respect, like subconscious self-respect. You might think, oh, of course I love myself, of course I respect myself, but it's in the little things like that where you're not actively doing anything to yourself, but in letting other people treat you that way, you're signaling to your brain that that's what you deserve, and you don't deserve someone to treat you better than that. So stay firm in your boundaries, baby. They're important, and you have them for a reason. Everyone has different ones. Just as long as they're like not unreasonable, then fucking power to you. Now, before I wrap up this video, I do kind of want to end it on just like a general piece of advice. Obviously, given the fact that I've gone through quite a bit of shit recently and I'm like on the up and on the way out, I don't know, just some words of wisdom from me to leave you with. Something that really, really helped me throughout all of this is knowing that I was fine before the thing. Like, I was fine before the relationship. I was fine before the breakup. So I will be fine again. You just have to believe that you will get there again. And I think the same goes for relationships. If you have split up with someone, then you just need to remember that you found that once. You attracted that once. You attracted someone who was compatible, someone that you were able to build something really nice with. You had love once, you can get it again. It's not a once in a lifetime thing. And it also wasn't a fluke. It wasn't random. It wasn't an accident. All of that love was inside of you, and it still is there. You still have access to it. You just need to give it to yourself now. And then maybe one day to someone else again. But hey, that's all my advice. Maybe I'll do like a proper advice video soon-ish. Just on the topic of the breakup, I don't plan to ever really like get into any more details than what I've said in this video, but what I do kind of want to be open about is my experience of a breakup and of heartbreak. Obviously, there's two people's privacy in this situation, so I'm not going to make any specific comments about what was going on in the relationship, but I don't know, I feel like I have a lot of advice to give. I've learned a lot. I've been taught a lot from my friends who have gone through a lot as well. Like, I just feel like, I don't know, I kind of feel like the bitch to talk to if you're going through some shit right now, you know? So maybe I'll do an advice video in the future. But yeah, thank you so much for watching this. Thank you for coming and catching up with me. I have missed you guys so much. I'm sorry that I neglected this channel once again. I will try my best to be a little bit more regular. I also do want to thank Wild once again for sponsoring this video. Remember, if you want to grab some products, they are very kindly giving you guys 20% off when you use the code EleanorNealeTeam at checkout. You can scan the QR code that's on screen right now, or you can click the link down below in the description. But yeah, thank you for watching. I love you all so much. You're the lights of my life, and bye!